Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Patricia Wani, is asking the court to compel Chidinma, her tenant, to pay 2.5 years overdue rent and vacate her residence.
All right. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Mrs. Patricia Nwani and Mrs. Chidinma Agu. Parties one of those.
Mrs. Patricia Nwani,
Ma.
you are the one that brought your tenants,
Yes, ma'am.
Chidinma, to court. Explain to me what's going on here.
She has been owing me for 2 years rent. 2.5 years rent, ma.
How much is the rent per annum?
A year is 150.
So what's the total sum she's owing you right now?
She's owing me 350,000.
What do you have to say to that?
It's true.
It's true. So, why are you still staying in the premises? Why haven't you moved out? If you can't afford the rent, why are you piling up your...
It's because I don't have
debts?
money to pay.
And you don't have money to pay, and you want to keep on living in a house forever. You are owing, you are not paying, and yet you are depriving her from letting the apartment out, to lease it out to somebody else so that she can generate income. Do you understand?
Yes.
Have you issued and required statutory notices to quit?
Yes.
You've served her.
Yes.
You've been served. So when do you want to move out?
I told her to exercise patience.
Till
I'm
when?
going to pay.
I want you to speak out. Till when?
I have nowhere to get the money. I'm a cleaner in this.
I'm not talking about the money. There are two things at stake here. We're talking about your vacation of the premises. That's one. Then the issue of the money you are owing is a secondary issue. So the first thing I'm addressing now is, when are you moving out of the premises? You cannot keep on staying. You've stayed there for 2.5 years without paying. And you are still telling her to exercise patience. Till when? So just tell me when. And I'll give you an advice. I always do. It's an advice to you. Anytime you are in a premises and suddenly realize that the rent is giving you a lot of challenges, look for somewhere cheaper. There's nothing that says in the future you can't move up to the kind of apartment that you are giving up at that point in time. So, how long do you want her to give you to move out?
For now, I don't have any money to even look for anywhere. I don't know where to go to.
So you are telling her you want to stay in a house until you have money to move out. I'm asking you.
I told her to exercise patience. I'll rent.
Till when?
I'll gather the money and pay.
Till when? When are you moving out?
She should give me till November.
Is that acceptable to you? So you have to respond.
Your Honor, no.
So
I've tried.
up till when do you want to give her?
I've given her a notice to leave by July this year.
You had?
Yes.
You are ready to move by July. You don't seem to have a choice in this matter now.
Okay, she should give me up to August. I will run out.
She should please give
She
me.
should please.
Because it's not she should give me. You can't order her. Till August. Last day in August. That's by the side. You don't have to cry. You know why? Greater part of this is self-inflicted. And that's what I'm still trying to communicate with you. If at the point when you realize you could not keep up with your rent, you have moved on to a cheaper apartment, you will not be owing so much right now. And even right now, you're still reluctant to leave the premises. And the rent keeps accruing. How are you helping yourself? In what manner? Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, the first self-help is for you to move out of that premises as soon as possible. Be honest with yourself, because the longer you stay there, your rent keeps accruing, and she will still collect the rent for that period. So if you know you have an alternative, or you can work it out, it's better for you to quickly move on so that your rent will stop running. So when do you want to leave? Still that August or July?
August.
August. Is that acceptable to you?
It's okay by me, my lord.
All right then. Now, what's the total sum she's owing you?
She's owing me 350,000 naira.
350,000 naira. So how do you want to pay the rent? What do you do for a living?
I'm a cleaner in a school.
Pardon?
A cleaner in a school.
You're a cleaner in a school?
Yes.
So how come you've not paid rent before? At least you have a regular income. I'm just wondering. All you have to do is you put in a little aside to set off. And now you have 2.5 years rent. You could have paid part of it even before now.
Your Honor, they pay me 10,000 in where I work as a cleaner. And I have 2 kids. And I'll have to feed them. Even as I speak.
So you are
Stop
living
going to
above.
school.
You are living above your means. That's where you're having problem. If you are earning 10,000 naira per month, and the rent alone is how much?
150 per year.
150 per annum. So even your rent, your salary for a whole year is not even up to your 1 year rent. And you have to take care of the children. You have to feed them. They outgrow clothes. You have to change their clothing within the year. School fees is there. General welfare is there. You've been living above. That's where the problem is. It's not about crying. It's about setting your priority right.
If it's to go and do labor work, I'll pay you your money. Please.
I'm very patient. I need that money. I really need that money.
I know you've tried, I know.
I tried. The reason why I kept you quiet is because of your kids. I'm a mother too. I know how it feels. Being left all alone, no husband, nobody to cater for them. That's why I ignored you all this while. But this time I can't take it anymore. I need my money.
For now, I can't even figure out how to get the money. I don't know.
And you are working. You earn salary. Yet, you can't take a dime out of that money to pay her. Meanwhile, she allowed you to stay in the house for about 2.5 years. I don't know. So you don't have anything to pay. Can you accept 5,000 on a monthly basis for me?
No, Your Honor. I can't.
But you know what she does for a living too.
Your Honor, I understand.
I'll partly blame you for this too. You know why? You know what she does for a living. I know you have sympathy for the children. Whatever decision I'm taking now might appear harsh to her. I know later in life when she looks back, she will know that I just assisted her. The bill keeps running high. She just keep running. She doesn't have the means of paying off. Why is she still holding on? You could have rejected her much earlier and advised her to look for a cheaper place. You could have given her pressure. With the pressure, that will make her, gather money to get somewhere else to stay. For 2.5 years. You know what her income is. You know the challenges she's going through. You live together.
Yes. Actually, Your
That's why
Honor,
she
she
keeps
was
crying.
not the one paying the rent before. It was her husband.
Pardon?
She was not the one paying the rent before. It was her husband. Since that 2018, the man is nowhere to be found. So that 2018, I had to go and meet her on my own. Where is your husband? You've not paid me for this 2018. So she just managed to give me 100,000 naira for that 2018 that I should be patient, that the husband has traveled out. So since then,
Is he out of the country?
Yes, since then I've not heard from him.
Which country?
He said he went to Germany. I don't know.
He said he was going to Germany. Did he call you for once after he got to
At
Germany?
all.
Since the day he left, you've not heard
Yes.
anything about him. From nowhere. She said it's not acceptable to her.
My honor, if I should say that I should be giving her the whole of the 10,000. That is where I feed my children from. I don't have anywhere else to go to. Even as I speak, they don't go to school. They're at home. She knows about it.
But considering the circumstances surrounding her situation right now, I'm asking if there's any concession you want to give her or you are ready to give her towards the repayment plan. I'm not forcing you to do anything, but I'm just asking.
no, Your Honor.
No,
Nothing.
none. Because you see, let me give you a little lecture on this. Regular court, everywhere, judgment is awarded. When the defendant cannot come up with the money, the court levy execution. And that is, you pack everything in the house. You know the way they do it. They take it to the court premises. It's auctioned. They sell by auction. By the time you sell off to, the money might not meet up. Then you wait for a number of years. When you locate where the person is, you move in again. And you keep repeating that. When you get your total sum. Is that the part you are opting for? Because it's obvious. That's the only way. The only alternative is this arrangement of maybe 5,000 for now, and immediately you discover she is in a better paid job, we have a review. It's very easy to award the judgments that she has to pay you 350,000 naira. Sure. But when you go there and you sell off everything, how much will you fetch out of it? I don't know. You live together. I don't know. Stay together.
No, let's go for the 5,000 naira.
You go for the 5,000 naira per month.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's humane. Very humane on your part.
The defendant claims that her husband left for Germany and abandoned her with kids and bills. Judge Funmi helps both parties to reach amicable settlement. After the break, Judge Funmi rules.
Judgment for the plaintiff for the sum of 350,000 naira. The defendant is to pay the plaintiff at the rate of 5,000 naira on monthly basis until the total sum is paid. And secondly, the defendant is to vacate the premises by the last day of August 2021. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.